Ho, 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 everyone, and welcome to the Broken Dice Podcast's holiday special. We have got a wonderfully jolly holiday special for you all today. We're going to be switching from Call of Cthulhu, from our last adventure, over to Monster of the Week. For those who are unfamiliar with the system, it's a 2d6 powered by the Apocalypse system starring a wonderful cast of monster hunters who are about to introduce themselves to you. Oh, monster hunters.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
I'm Alex, and I will be playing the role of King Arthur, and he will be going as Arthur Penn tonight.
Hello, I am Malik, and I'll be playing the character Beelzebub.
Hey guys, I'm Adam. You might be able to find me on YouTube as the Outback Al, and tonight I'll be playing Cal.
Hello everyone, this is Stephanie here. I'll be playing Ray of Sunshine.
Hey everybody, it's Vanessa. I'll be playing Thena Ray.
What a wonderful cast we have. I'm very excited. I hope you all are, and I hope all of our listeners are, as we get ready for the Broken Dice Podcast Holiday Special. Now, despite the holidays, our adventure is not starting anywhere that's particularly holiday themed. In fact, our adventure is starting somewhere a little bit warmer, a little bit south of the border, as we head to a small town in Mexico. The camera opens on a burning building, flames breaking out of every window, consuming the structure, smoke pillaring into the sky, turning it from very early morning sun to nearly pitch black yet again. We open on a back door to the building, as a very odd sight, what appears to be a very large python or boa constrictor seems to be quite literally snaking out of the building. Running from the flames, it slithers across the dirt streets of Mexicali as the snake turns from a snake into a very attractive woman. Long black hair, piercing eyes, wearing a red dress. She is furiously cursing in a language unfamiliar to any alive today, that about some sort of scoundrels and vagrants that interrupted her plans and how she would get vengeance on them when the time was right. Oh yes. These rumblings of vengeance were cut short, quite literally, as this woman rounded a corner directly into a sword strike. In one swift motion, her head is taken off of her shoulders, her body falling to the ground limp, her head in the hands of a peculiar-looking fellow with some cohorts behind him. Alex, or should I say, Arthur, please go ahead and describe yourself.
Right, Arthur, he is an average height gentleman, I think 5'9". He's got light brown hair, cut short. He's got a mustache that's very thick, and his eyes are a hazel. He's wearing armor, and he's got a shiny sword in his hand.
And behind Arthur, as the camera pans, we can see his cohorts lined up, seemingly ready to attack, or at the very least, ready for action. In a line, why don't you go ahead and describe yourself next, Beelzebub?
You see this bear costume hovering just 1 inch off the ground as the back is kind of hunched and the head is a little bit down. But you can tell that it's seeing some stuff ahead of him, and he's just sort of looming behind Arthur, kind of mumbling to himself every now and then, waiting for, the rest of the group to catch up.
Falling behind Beelzebub, I believe you said bear costume?
Yep.
Falling behind Beelzebub is Ray. And why don't you go ahead and describe yourself, Ray?
Ray, she's got long black hair with leather jacket on, and she has a bit of a strange power that she can control fire, so she's definitely trying to put out some of the fires that are going around, and definitely looks a little angry because the situation got a little out of hand, more than what she would like it to be like. Yeah, that's Rei.
And last but not least, pulling up the rear, Thena. Why don't you please describe yourself?
Athena's about 38-year-old woman, dark hair. She's about 5'6". She's got a slight athletic build to her. You can tell she's somebody who practices, yoga on the daily. Dressed a little bit professionally. She's got glasses, long coat, and bag that she carries across her, her chest, where she keeps a lot of her notes, books, other trinkets and items she needs to have just to be able to help along the way. She's just closely observing the area around her and her companions.
Absolutely. The camera pans, focusing on this group as the head in Arthur's hands quickly changes, going from that of an attractive woman to that of a horrifying snake creature. Forked tongue and sharp fangs dripping venom plopping onto the dirt below. The body changing again from that of an attractive woman's into a lumpy, misshapen reptilian form.
Oh, horrid. I hate these creatures. They look like one thing and then they transform and ugh. Anyway, what do we want to do with it? And I'll clean Cal and have him summoned next to me.
Yeah, so Arthur throws the sword into the air. It flips for a second. There's a flash of light, and then landing in what you're just going to assume is butler outfit is another man, dark hair, dark eyes, and he just kind of stands up, dusts himself off real quick. I suppose we should dispose of the body, sir.
Kind
Truly.
of see
Alright.
Beelzebub loom over the body a bit. If you would give it 2, 3, no, what's that? 4 weeks? The flies will take care of it.
I refer to the robot. Where are we? Oh, sorry, when are we?
From out of Thena's satchel, a human skull, potentially made of real bone, or at the very least, very realistically carved plastic and metal, flies a drone of sorts. It is hovering by some sort of strange sci-fi looking device, sort of camera eyes, almost like night vision goggles covering its eye sockets. It floats out. This is, as you all know, B10B0T, or Biobot, or B10, or as Rei likes to call him, useless piece of shit. This is a robot given to you by the organization that you all have been drafted to work for, the Outside Observers, who have sent you on various tasks throughout the multiverse to balance the scales a bit, clean up evil where you find it. B10 examines the scene. You see him sort of do a 360 spin, scanning the location. You are in 1935, planet Earth.
Anything more
Lovely.
specific than Earth?
Scanning. You are in Mexico.
Well, 4 weeks in Mexico does not sound too bad. B10, do we have that time?
Calculating. New mission priority.
I look over at Beelzebub. Bad luck, old chum.
Beelzebub's like kind of giant bear head floats backward as his body's kind of taken with him. It's fine. I'll get over it as he's trying to sort of balance his body.
All right then, and I'm kind of like looking at the corpse. Arthur, would you mind helping me?
Alright, what do you want to do with it?
Grab the feet.
Alright.
I'll grab the arms, and we'll just probably like swing it back and forth until we can just throw it into the burning building.
Yeah, absolutely. You give it the old 1 and a 2 and a 3, and the 5 of you watch as this body of this creature is sort of thrown back into the doorway from which it escaped as debris crashes, hiding its corpse.
All right,
Job well
yes,
done.
ma'am. As always, sir.
What should we do? New location, I guess? Should we explore Mexico? I don't know.
B10
Seems like a good location.
B10 chirps and aims at a nearby brick wall, beams shooting out of his little night vision goggle-esque eyes. On the wall, where these sort of bluish beams shoot out, a swirling portal begins to open. Please proceed to next mission priority.
Arthur sighs. I gotta go through this damn portal again. All right.
You
And
can see
one.
Thena behind everybody, kind of writing just a quick summary in a notebook that she's always carrying. She goes, "Okay, everybody, looks like minimal casualties this time. Are we all ready to go?"
All right. Here we go. I've taken my breaths as one does before these things, and Arthur will walk through.
Before Beelzebub goes, I was kind of standing in front of it to kind of hide it a little bit. I pick up the head, and Cal's just gonna go, "Psst, B," and I just toss the head towards you.
He grabs the head very clumsily with these two bear-like paws.
I give him a wink, and I go through the door.
He's like, ah! And you see him kind of like juggle, trying to like hold this head on one hand and open his mouth with his other hand. And you hear like the giant chorus of as he just fully eats the head and he lets his flies inside of the bear costume kind of eat. And he sort of waddles over to the portal.
Just awful. Thank you. Rei and Thena, how are you feeling about this series of events, and who's going next through the portal?
I'll be trying to like clean up some of the fire so that there's less casualties. So I'll be putting out some of the fires and just, I guess, waiting for everyone to kind of go through first.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and have our first roll of the night then, since you're trying to put out the fires. Go ahead and roll
Oh god.
pyromancy for me. Or pyrokinesis.
Why?
You got
Got
this.
You
Lock in.
got-
You got it.
Lock in. I have faith in you. Ray,
Living a dream.
Ray, I have faith
Love
in
it.
It's gonna be a
There we
good night.
go.
She locked
Absolutely. It's going to be a good night.
11. All
So
right.
go ahead and describe what you kind of tampering down the fires, kind of putting them out looks like, Ray.
Well, I guess you could call me a fire eater. So I will be sucking it in, like eating the fire. That's how I am able to collect it back. So it's not burning the buildings, and hopefully we get to preserve some of the buildings.
Arthur, you want to go ahead and say that joke out loud?
Okay.
I'm going to call every... If it wasn't clear last time, I'm always going to call out jokes you type in our private chat that you are saying.
We should probably just start saying them.
Share your note with the class,
Yeah.
Arthur.
I just was gonna say, in addition to sucking it up, she's also slurping it up as well.
Have some respect. Have some respect. Thena, are you going to wait for Ray to finish, or are you going to head through the portal next?
Thena likes to be the last one in. She kind of feels like she's the one that has to round everybody up. And if she goes through before, she doesn't know what's going to happen behind her, so she's going to be waiting for Ray.
All right, absolutely.
Ugh, fine.
You've done a great job. We can go through now.
Yeah. And then I'll stop
You're
like
embarrassing
eating.
me.
I'll stop eating the fire, I suppose.
So, we watch as Thena sort of herds Ray into the portal with, pats on the back and words of affirmation. As B10 chirps with the five of you having entered the portal and quickly follows in behind, the portal closing. The camera turns blue as the Broken Dice Holiday Special flashes on the screen. Time passes. Traveling through a portal is never easy. It always makes you a little bit queasy. And yes, I did rhyme. I do it all the time. But as you are kind of traveling through the portal, you're never sure where you're going to end up. You've landed in some very pleasant locations. You've landed in some very unpleasant locations. Starting with Arthur and then Cal and the rest filing behind, this is certainly one of the more pleasant locations that you have landed. As stepping out of the portal, you are in what appears to be a charming little cottage. You can see a roaring fireplace. There is a Christmas tree set up in the corner with a few presents underneath it. You can see there is a table with milk and cookies laid out, various Christmas decorations sort of surrounding everything. It appears to be snowing outside. Sitting in a chair, there is a man in a big red suit with a big white beard and a smile on his face that perhaps not Arthur, but at the very least Rei and Thena, and if Beelzebub has the concept of Christmas, would recognize the one and only Santa Claus.
Beelzebub knows all about Christmas, by the way.
Excellent. Okay, I wasn't sure. Arthur presumably knows about Yuletide or the Yule or whatever they called Christmas in the Middle Ages, but
I think I know Saint Nicholas.
I think that might have made its way across the pond by then.
It didn't.
It didn't. Oh, my bad.
I think Santa came to England in the 1600s. It was
That
about 500 years off.
that sounds about right. I think Christmas came.
We've been traveling through time. We met Santa, or at least heard of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like, if anything, we would have celebrated a Christmas together, Cal and I.
Yuletide.
Or Yuletide, if you will.
Yule Festival, whatever you want to call it. But the five of you are seemingly in just a nice little cottage. Santa seems to have been reading a book of some kind, and as he kind of sees all of you enter, he closes it and sort of claps happily. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So you're who the agency sent then?
Hello, we are. It's great to make your acquaintance.
Oh,
I
it's a
am
pleasure
Arthur.
to see you as well. He shakes your hand. Of course, Arthur. Oh, of course. I know all about you. You've been a good boy, treading the line a bit, but a fairly good boy. And he kind of turns. And of course,
Yeah, I'm standing behind Arthur, looking at him like, you better watch what you say.
he kind of turns to look at Cal. Oh, of course, your friend who is a sword, Cal, who is also
Yes.
good. And he sort of Santa kind of moves down the line a little further. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? He kind of leans over to Arthur and Cal. Is he buzzing?
It's just your imagination.
He's got a little ambience to him. Just
Yes, it's rather pleasant, don't you think?
You're not going to say anything about me, Santa?
Of course, I would say something about you. You're such a good person.
Al's gonna telepathically to Arthur, because that's part of my abilities. He's just gonna be like, someone forgot to check their list twice.
I'll just chuckle in my head and be like, true. Santa struggles, I suppose, when he's confronted with creatures of other worlds.
He kind of nods his head in sort of a let's get this over with kind of way, and he moves down the line. And Rei, how are you? Did you enjoy that lighter you got last Christmas?
I suppose. But I still haven't forgotten 1997, Santa. I still want that Polly Pocket.
You were not a good girl that year. There were many fires you set.
And you gave me a lighter. How charming.
You asked for it. I don't pass judgment on the gifts themselves.
Well, I mean, how is it that now it's a good thing, but back then it was a bad thing? I still want that Polly Pocket.
My list says that you are lighting fires for better reasons now. I do hope that's true.
Yeah, you could say that, Santa.
And of course, Thena, as he sort of steps back to the very end. Oh, you're keeping the rest of them in line, I presume. Is that why they've been on the nice list for the past year or so?
And you just see Athena kind of blush a little bit. Hi, Santa. I do my best. They're all good boys and girls. They're doing
Wonderful.
better, aren't we?
I don't know how I feel about it being called a good boy when I've, reached adulthood a long time ago, but, if that's the term we want to use in this scenario, I suppose I can roll with it.
I don't like the idea of my name being on someone's list.
True. Can you scratch out Cal's name? He likes anonymity, if you will.
That's not how it works.
We'll put a pin in this.
Let's circle back to this later. We'll make it an action item for our next meeting.
Yes, I'm thinking of multiple actions we can take about this. He just die-hard, old-school pagan Cal.
Once I have more bandwidth, we'll see if we can up it as a priority.
Oh
You just see
no.
Thena in the background shaking her head.
Santa kind of walks back down the line. Now I remember, it was the bear costume that was throwing me off. Zeph, my boy, it's been a while since you've written a letter to Santa. How are you?
There is no Zeph anymore.
Are you sure? I'm fairly certain there is. It's on the list.
You're so
Santa, he goes by
focused on
Beelzebub
Zeph.
now.
I've been sending you letter after letter after letter for all of my 10,000 flies. Not a single we live close to chimneys, okay?
You see as Santa kind of pauses and he pats himself down a minute and he reaches into his coat and he pulls out basically the world's like smallest piece of paper. Is that what these are? I received a letter full of these. I thought it was confetti. And then I saw the writing on them. These are from you.
Doesn't Santa wear glasses? I thought this wouldn't really be a problem.
He holds it up to everyone. You can all see how small this is, right?
Cal would like to read it from across the room.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an act under pressure roll.
I don't know that I'm any good at that, but let's hope.
Santa's just started whooping the little piece of paper around.
Mixed to success.
All right, so you can read it, but it's very obvious you're straining. You're like getting closer, so it's not as impressive. Or you can pretend and lie about what you think it says.
Would Cal have heard Beelzebub writing these, like saying it out loud as he's writing? Do you think?
Definitely, Beelzebub was essentially taking like a group of flies and giving them the smallest piece of paper possible and teaching them how to write and say, no, put Dear Santa, no, not with the period, with the exclamation point. That's when it pops. Like all night.
Now, let me ask you a question. Did each fly write the same thing? Because otherwise, Cal might have a general idea, but he might not know which fly's letter this specifically is.
Beelzebub thought it would be fine if they were mass-produced. I mean, there had to be some other kid that also wrote the same thing as them.
Yeah, so Cal just starts reading, Dear Santa, exclamation point. Oh, that really pops. And I just go through whatever the rest of it was.
Yeah, Santa kind of looks at you. He's giving you the Santa side eye, where he's kind of looking out the side of his
I
face.
give
He
him a
does-
side eye that says skill issue.
He does have the kind of glasses on, but, whether or not they're decorative or if they actually help, it's, hard to say. But he kind of folds up the very tiny letter and puts it back into his coat pocket. Well, I assume the agency briefed you on what needs done today.
The briefing was brief. Could you elaborate?
He sort of checks a pocket watch. Well, I would, but we're about to get started, I'm afraid. So I'm certain whatever briefing you got was good enough. He kind of turns and looks at B10, who's sort of just been floating in the corner. You keep a good eye on them now. I'll be watching from the stands. As Santa begins to kind of step to the side and knock on a brick on the fireplace, you watch as the sort of chimney fireplace shifts from brickwork into a wooden door. Step on through whenever you're ready. And Santa sort of wiggles his nose as the fireplace and brickwork kind of are shifting as he flies up this fireplace chimney to God knows where.
So we're just standing in a room.
Yes, you're standing in
Right
like a cottage. There's cookies and milk if anyone wants a snack. There is a doorway in front of you where the fireplace was and the chair Santa was sitting in.
I want to turn to B10 and ask him, can we get a recap on what we're supposed to be doing here? Because we didn't quite get that.
Calculating.
What's there to calculate? I thought he had a mission for us.
Calculating. Mission directive. Help Santa.
Help Santa do what?
Help Santa win.
Okay, I can see where this is going. I need more detail.
Calculating.
We
Calculating.
need better Wi-Fi, right, Cal? That's what they call it. Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi?
The whiffy is whiffing, quite frankly.
I don't like to often do this, but Ray, would you like to have a whack at him?
Whoa, you need me to hit him hard? How hard?
Not too hard. We don't want to break him. We just need a little bit more information.
Okay. And then I'll give him a big old whack with my hand.
So just with your hand.
That's with my hand.
So yeah, you go ahead and give B10 a smack. The light sort of go out of his eyes briefly as he falls, and then he quickly reboots as he is now continuing to say, calculating. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Oh no!
Another whack.
Did you press the language button?
All right, who has a paperclip?
I guess we did just come from Mexico.
I hit it again.
Go you give it a smack.
Please be like Japanese.
I'll give it a.
He floats
I'll give
back
it
to
a
life. Parlez-vous français?
Oh my god. Okay, let's shake it and then let's just give it a few more smacks.
You smack him again. Kyo wa dode shita ka?
Hit it again.
Oh no! I
you
think
never
we're
know, he
going
might-
backwards.
Well, if he goes back far enough, we might start to understand him.
Kap krok dode tvoi den?
Oh man.
You guys see the Beelzebub waddle over to this flying skull head.
Yeah.
That what it looks like, flying skull head? Gotcha.
Yeah, basically.
And he kind of like opens up a little pouch on his arm to let some flies loose. I've been teaching some of my flies a little bit of tech, as the people call it. Maybe they can give it a try.
Go ahead and give me a use magic roll.
Absolutely.
Unless you have some kind of relevant tech skill, but I don't believe you do. When
No.
check.
He's
Yep.
just in the early stages of coding.
Yeah, I'm taking
Flies.
I'm taking one of this.
They got their little tentacles are coding.
11
Hey.
success.
The gig economy is killer when you've got 10,000 kids to
We
support.
got head.
They're running Bitcoin. It's his little flies are running Bitcoin.
Crypto flies.
Crypto flies.
Flies.
I'm so sorry. So you've rolled an 11.
Yeah,
That is a
success.
success. What are you trying to get the flies to do? Just back to English?
Yeah, he's just trying to like see if there's any small buttons that we haven't like really noticed or anything that's like kind of loose and try to, fix it up so it can like get back to English.
Absolutely. So, you see the flies sort of worm in through the eye holes, sort of nose, just in small gaps in the skull, and the device itself, as B10 makes a loud buzzing noise. Mission parameters. You are to assist Santa with succeeding in the yearly Santa tournament.
Ooh, tournament.
Ah.
I'm sorry, are we at SantaCon? Is that what's happening?
Santa contest for Santa's position. A fly crawls out the nose and into the eye of the socket of the skull.
Good job, Jeffrey. And you kind of see the fly worm its way back into his big bear costume.
Absolutely.
Al's just gonna write down in his little book, debugging with bugs. That's a new one.
Okay, I can get on board with a Santa-like tournament.
At least it's a little bit more information that we started with. Looks like our only option is to move forward.
All right.
Yes.
Let's find what this tournament's about. I'm usually one for watching tournaments, but
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You participated in quite a few melees, and they were rather good, my lord.
I suppose just been a while. I always, the seat above is always a good view. I'm gonna start. King Arthur's gonna start like stretching a little bit.
Limbering up. Are you wearing like
yeah.
full armor, like plate mail, like so it's lots of clanking noises as you're like stretching out? Or is it more like
A little
lighter
bit.
armor? Okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of clanking going on. Yeah, there's a little bit of clanking as he limbers up and rolls his shoulders, and then he'll like, all right, off we go.
Is anyone else limbering up, or are you just all standing there watching Arthur break into a small Pilates workout?
I'm
Thena's
watching.
just
Yeah.
rearranging her stuff, cleaning her glasses, and getting ready.
Beelzebub's kind of in the middle of the room. You know, you see it's the kind of flies near his shoulders raise the costume shoulders up to make it look like he's shrugging. Flies have actually been a part of every tournament ever. So honestly, I'm not worried at the slightest.
Always appreciate the confidence, Beelzebub.
That's rich coming from you, Arthur.
You mean my confidence is very rich, like my money? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
That's that.
That I am a rich man? I am a rich man. Sometimes. I don't like to brag, though. I like to keep it humble. And I do the sign of the cross.
Are you going to lead us in a prayer, Arthur?
I'm just going to open the door and hold it for people.
Beelzebub is the first one to the door.
Yeah. Then I'll start heading through after that.
Cal is holding the door, so Rei or Thena, who is stepping through next?
Thena will wait.
Thena will
She
wait,
holds with
absolutely.
the end. Mhm.
Then Rei.
I'll just go through, like, nonchalantly. This is just another weird mission. Another day, another dollar.
They're getting paid.
I find my ways to get paid.
Cal, your
Wait,
mind
we're
thinks
not
back.
stealing again, are we?
Going through.
Thena, are you going to wait for Cal, or are you going to go through the door since he's holding it?
Since he's holding it, I'll walk through.
Cal, walking
I
through.
kick over the plate of cookies and then I go through the door.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Cal's gone too far this time.
Absolutely. So the five of you, after kind of running through the door, step out into what appears to be a gigantic, icy version of the Roman Colosseum. Very circular, kind of big and grand. You can see it is filled with thousands of cheering shapes, pretty much every size. You can see what appear to be elves of both the Tolkien and Christmas variety. There seems to be a sampling of dwarves, of what look like maybe leprechauns, quite a few of what appear to be just kind of regular, normal people. There are even some stranger shapes, cat people, bird people. Is that a section of ghosts as you kind of are adjusting your eyes to sort of these blinding kind of bluish, whitish lights that are surrounding the arena, as you are momentarily deafened by a loud voice sort of booming from above? Ladies, gentlemen, and entities beyond our understanding, welcome to the annual Yule Brawl! And the crowd kind of goes wild with cheering noises. I am your host for this evening. You all know me. Many of you love me. Some of you hate me. Jack Frost is the name. Freezing Things is the game. And I will be tonight's commentator, host, roaster with the most, capable of dealing out icy hot burns and killer commentary all the same at this year's Yule Brawl. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, and his eyes sort of gaze down in your direction, or competing for the first time, let me explain what's going on. Years and years and years and years ago, back at the beginning of time, the holidays were a violent, bloody affair. A lot of people and non-people killing each other. Blood was everywhere. Bad times all around. We needed a season of joy, things to really pep up around here. And so the powers that be came up with a solution. There would be a contest between some of the great winter powers, and the winner would get to decide how the holiday season goes. For the past, checks a pocket watch, 4 millennia, the one and only Santa Claus has been our undisputed champion. And he gestures to sort of an area above where you all are standing. If you kind of turn around and look up the many rows of seating, you can see standing on sort of a podium kind of a throne, similar to the rocking wooden chair he was in, stands Santa Claus, sort of gesturing in his red suit, waving at the crowd. He is the Lord of Christmas, the one and only Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, Father Christmas, whatever you want to call him. He has decided how Christmas has been for the past ever. But that's not to say that he's been defending his title as Father Christmas without competition. That's where the rest of these jokers come in. And Jack Frost sort of gestures around. You kind of get a better look at him as he is seemingly flying around the arena on what looks like a gigantic snowflake. He's a tall, kind of thin man. Looks a little bit like Frank Sinatra or kind of Bing Crosby. Got a suit, bow tie on. He's got one of those old-fashioned stand microphones that he is holding and kind of been moving around as he's on this platform. Very sharp, angular features, shocking white hair, bluish skin. He flashes a smile at you as he sort of takes this snowflake down for a ride around. One of Santa's greatest challengers is his own brother. Ladies and gentlemen, that furry freak himself, Krampus! Alternate where you are standing the opposite end of the arena, you can see a very furry fellow. He's bare-chested, horns jutting out of his head. You can see he's got a leather burlap sack that he is carrying in one hand, and what looks like a whip of chains in the other hand. If you've seen the movie Red One of my favorite Christmas movies, then you know what he looks like, but if not, I've provided a picture for all of you. I do hope you've seen Red One, though. It's a lovely movie. Krampus sort of beats his chest and is kind of waving at the crowd as well. Some are cheering, some are booing.
Al's gonna kind of like look past Arthur at the thing. Oh boy. But in a very different way.
No.
Interesting. There was a reason I provided that picture. Jack kind of floats his snowflake up near Krampus as Krampus is kind of flexing for the crowd. Krampus has told us every year that if he wins, he will turn Christmas from a holiday where the good are rewarded and nice children get gifts to a holiday of hunting criminals and beating naughty children with a whip of chains, one of his favorite pastimes, as he sort of makes a whipping noise with the chain. Krampus has elected to bring with him a wonderful cast of characters. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Dev Elves! And in a puff of smoke, fire, and brimstone, you see standing opposite from you in the arena is what seems to be a motley crew of characters. One of them is a furry red gorilla-looking thing. There appear to be two essentially impish-looking elves with red skin and kind of forked tails. You can see what appears to be your average, everyday red-skinned succubus type in a skimpy Christmas outfit, and a sort of pseudo-businessman Santa, also with red skin. And these are the Dev Elves.
Oh boy.
Arthur's eyes definitely look at the succubus and then look away.
Oh.
Cal's eyes look at the succubus and do not look away.
They're looking up and down.
Up, down, sideways.
Going all over the place.
The bear eyes are rolling.
Yeah.
Loose on the side. Next to Krampus, we have, of course, one of my favorite winter powers. A little bit of a ice queen. The one and only queen of air and darkness, Mab. And he gestures to he gestures to the left of Krampus, where an ethereally beautiful woman steps out and sits down on kind of an icy throne. This is Mab, the queen of air and darkness, one of the Fae, very likely familiar to Arthur and Cal.
Cal hides behind Beelzebub's big bear form.
Absolutely.
That can't be good.
She gives sort of princess wave as she's kind of looking around the arena, and you watch as her eyes kind of slowly turn and shoot icy daggers down towards your little group.
Literally or figuratively?
I knew you were going to ask that figuratively.
King Arthur stands up a little straighter. He puffs his chest out and lifts his chin. He ain't afraid.
You see Jack sort of gesture. Mab will turn Christmas from Santa's domain into a frigid hellscape of her own making, where it's not safe to go outside, and inside, well, that's where the wolves are. Mab has brought with her a sampling from her winter court. And you can see him sort of gesture, and down below in a almost sort of a iceberg kind of rising up and then exploding outward and shattering, you can see another almost kind of ethereally beautiful man and woman. The man seems to be human. He's got kind of normal skin color. The woman has the same sort of bluish, icy skin as Mab. She's dressed almost like a punk rock kind of mosh pit, combat boots, mohawk, fishnet shirt, like a punk girl. And the gentleman seems to be wearing a leather biker jacket with a big ass sword next to him. Stationed beside them are what looks like a snow leopard and two goblinoid creatures with sharp teeth, one of which is armed with a bow and arrow, and the other which seems to have a very wicked-looking dagger. Jack applauds. The crowd sort of gives applause again. A lot of booing, cheering, etc., etc. Our final winter power is one a little more unfamiliar and, should I say, ununderstandable. Understandable? I failed English. He's a power that defies understanding. The Windwalker, the icy death himself, Ithaca, and Jack gestures to the other side of the arena, where Ithaca, this shadowy creature, just sort of forms out of the wall, making its own balcony. You see it sort of, it's almost a, not liquid form, almost gaseous, sort of solidifying into solid. You can see it appears to be a large, almost bear or deer-like, but bipedal with sort of long, sharp claws, seemingly a skull head with antlers, and what appears to then, as you watch it sort of goes to wave, but instead its chest and almost its neck open up into a mouth that roars as well. Very emaciated, very thin ribs poking through the skin and the fur. It sits down in a throne made of what seems like wind itself. Ithaca's goals for Christmas, why it's choosing to compete, are, well, frankly, it explained them to me earlier, but, well, I didn't really get it. So it's probably not going to be good, though, based on who Ithaca has decided to bring with him, the spawn of Ithaca. And he gestures below as a small tornado of sort of ice and lightning forms, spitting out several figures. One of them appears to be a polar bear, but it has 6 legs and a horn and kind of very mottled skin. You can see next to the polar bear seems like a smaller version of Ithaca itself. Again, sort of deer skull face, antlers, emaciated body. This one doesn't seem to have its chest open up into a mouth, but the razor-sharp claws are still there. Next to it is, for all intents and purposes, a yeti, carrying an icy club and sort of beating its chest every so often as the crowd cheers. Next to that is almost a ghostly figure, kind of covered in ice, and what appears to be a normal human man dressed in a parka, just sort of looking around with an icy sword in his hands. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a real surprise for you tonight. One final surprise challenger in at the last minute. He's been collecting power enough to break into our little winter sphere. Ladies and gentlemen, a visitor from springtime himself, the one and only Easter Bunny. And you sort of hear thudding noises as bursting through the ice wall, a platform of sort of grass and wood juts out of this icy cave, sticking out like a sore thumb. A very large bunny in a suit hops through, sort of wiggles his nose, cheers to the crowd, starts tossing candy out. Some reach for it, some don't. Some make rude gestures towards the rabbit. Things are all over the place. The Easter Bunny has confided that he is sick and tired of Santa's popularity and wants to take the holiday for himself and all those other trampled holidays. Good luck, Easter Bunny. And you watch as he gestures down below, where, like a blooming flower rising out of a grassy field, suddenly appearing on the ice, the Easter Bunny's Bunny Brigade appears. And you are met with what looks like a smaller bunny, not as large as the Easter Bunny himself, more human-sized, munching a carrot and waving at the crowd. Next to him stands a foghorn leghorn-looking chicken, far taller than the bunny, probably about 8 feet tall, covered in feathers. He is looking around at the crowd as well. Next to him stands an egg. Just the legs sticking out from underneath it and eye holes. What's inside is unknown, but The egg is sort of shivering a little bit. Behind the egg appears to be a leprechaun, just sort of howling around with the others, sitting there. Why he's there, it's unknown, who's to say, but he is there. And beside him is an ethereally beautiful-looking woman, dressed in sort of a white dress with flowers in her hair. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of our challengers are here. Their champions have been chosen, but I almost forgot. We've got one last group of champions to introduce. Santa's own, and Jack sort of pauses for a moment, and you watch as the snowflake kind of flies down next to the five of you. Hey, what do you want to be called? He's like flipping through a stack of papers in his hands. I didn't get a notice about what your team name is.
The Fly Brigade.
The Fly Brigade! As Jack sort of floats back up, gestures to everyone. Give him a big hand, everybody. Santa kind of peers down over the side with a quizzical look on his face. He sort of shouting down to you. You can kind of hear him. Fly Brigade?
See,
We need to
like,
talk about these things,
Beelzebub
Beelzebub.
nodding to the group.
He's gonna like, Hal's just gonna look up at Santa. You call at the last minute, this is what you get.
All right. We need to have a conversation real quick. Huddle up, friends.
You see Beelzebub waddle over his head, kind of following after him.
So
all the other teams are doing their own huddles. Sorry to interrupt, but everybody seems to be doing a team huddle while the audiences are going wild.
We have, I think, 4 other competitors. Maybe we make a alliance of sorts, and if we can pick the strongest, we can fight them at the end. That's what's going through my head.
Excellent idea, my king. As a counter suggestion, there's a lot of monsters out there, and you are quite good at killing monsters, and maybe you should just do that the whole time, and we don't have to talk to anyone.
I'm just thinking, from fighting consistently uphill might be harder than fighting, from a higher standpoint and then further down. I don't know about their current abilities, but the Fey woman up there is definitely going to probably be the most difficult in my assumptions.
Oh, she's quite difficult, yes.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, not gonna lie. The whole side with utter demon stinks. Not gonna look good for the Lord of Flies here.
Alright, so you do not like, the guy who wants to be Santa, the deer-horned guy. We don't do him. Krampus, that's what it was. There's Ithaca. I don't know about him. And then we have the other team with the egg. I'm kind of favoriting the egg team if we had to make an alliance of some sort.
Yeah, I don't think the Ithaca team's too worrisome anyway. I mean, they brought an entire guy to counter just me. And he kind of like points at the polar bear.
Alright. I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to release us out all at once and just kind of go for it. But what are the thoughts, Rei? Do you have any opinions, Rei?
Kind of liking the horned guy.
Horn guy? Alright. Thena, vote.
We might get any clues as to rules before we make a decision. If we want
That's
to.
a great idea. I love that.
How far are we from Santa? Would he be able to tell us that, or do we need to ask Jack?
So you can shout up to Santa, but that's kind of like everyone's going to see that and whatnot. Jack is kind of like floating around. He seems to be talking to some of the other teams at the moment, probably doing pre-game interviews. You can either wait for him, or you can try to get his attention to call him over.
Beelzebub, quick question about your flies. If one fly hears something, can the others hear it from a distance?
I guess I can make like a string of flies that kind of telephone it down.
Holy
Yes,
shit, what an idea.
But, subtle.
What if it's just...
I'm sorry.
I love that idea, Cal. Beelzebub, if it's just one fly, can it go just on its own?
Maybe just a back and forth sort of thing? Yes.
Yes, a solo man. Can he fly away?
How far is
Less
Santa right now?
effective, but sure. I guess
he
one
is-
fly can fly over and then tell me what it heard.
Well,
He's
here's even...
above
Go
you.
ahead.
He's maybe like 50, 60 feet up. Kind of hard to tell. This is one of those things where he looks really close, but based on the amount of rows, it's probably quite far up there. or
Okay.
it's very possible this is a, non-Euclidean space where the actual distances, who knows how many things are crammed in here, people, figures, entities.
Non-Euclidean just means flat.
I do know that, yeah, I'm sorry, I defaulted to Lovecraft language, even though it's geometrically just normal.
Fun fact, H.P. Lovecraft, not the smartest dude.
Not the smartest guy, not the smartest guy. Come back to the Broken Dice podcast for more fun author facts. Please continue, I'm sorry.
Would B10 be able to tell us anything about the rules of this competition, or is he going to glitch again?
That's an excellent question. He seems to be at least in a semi-functional state right now, so you're welcome to ask him if you'd like to.
And he work like a phone and connect to Santa's cell?
If you'd like to, if you'd like to try, I will allow someone to make a use magic roll to attempt it.
I'll try.
Right. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, we both want to try. Hey, can we give each other advantage?
One of you can give a help action. So if you want to,
I'll
do
go
it.
have action.
You give a help?
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Roll your.
Just for the sake of understanding mechanics, what does that mean in this system?
Yes, so the help out action, there are many actions that are sort of pre-programmed in Monster of the Week. The help out action is assisting one of your fellow monster hunters with an action. In this case, helping to ensure that B10 works effectively. So to roll, you can roll the help out. If you succeed on it, you get a +1. If you fail on it, obviously there is no help, and usually you're going to ruin things. And there is a mixed success option where you can get the help, but you're going to sort of draw attention to yourself or otherwise cause a problem later on. But yeah,
Awesome.
I have complete faith that you're not going to screw it up, so don't even worry about it. But we will need to roll the help out first. Or actually, I'm sorry, we need to roll the use magic first. Please go ahead and roll the use magic first.
Ooh,
So Cal, you are up first.
Oh, I don't even need it. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
You watch as B10 starts to vibrate. A few of the flies still in B10 are kind of shaken out as they drop on the ground. You can look up and you see a Santa starts patting himself down. And he pulls out a flip phone. And he flips it open. Go for Santa?
You fat motherfucker, where'd you get Sancho?
First off, language. You talk to King Arthur with that mouth? Second off,
Staring at him in Gaelic.
I didn't ask specifically for you. I asked for noble heroes, and that's who the agency sent. So blame your employers. Look, it's a simple tournament. You all are very skilled. I've read my list. I've checked it twice. You all should be more than capable of continuing to secure my existence as Santa.
I was trying to think of how to punch someone through a phone.
I'm gonna temper Cal a little bit, pat him,
You should probably just take the phone.
and so I'm gonna use B10 to speak it to him. Santa, I understand that you have full faith that we'll be able to win this, and I'm sure we will. But what would really help us is if we could get just a little bit of detail on the rules of the game, what kind of competition we're facing here, so we can game plan.
Well, certainly. I thought Jack did a very nice job of introducing the competition this year, but do you have specific questions about my competitors?
No, more along the lines of what kind of competition we'll be doing.
Oh,
What-
of course, I see. Well, usually we start with, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first event.
God damn it.
You have to go now, and you see Santa flip the phone shut. He's giving you a thumbs up motion. You can see him mouthing, "You're gonna do great."
I just kind of look at everybody and go, okay, everybody breathe. We'll be okay.
You start grabbing hands. You're holding the circle, breathing deeply.
I don't know where, but Cal found a little brown paper bag that he's just going in and out with.
It's a McDonald's bag.
Oh.
You're breathing in chicken nugget and burger fumes from the last time you were in a period of McDonald's.
Helping, damn it, it's helping.
Every time Cal breathes out, he's going, "Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba."
I'm not loving this.
Do I have a chance to speak to Beelzebub before we begin?
You can whisper real quick. Jack is the crowd is cheering. You have a sentence or two.
Okay, I'll whisper to Beelzebub. Send Team Egg Easter Bunny
Send him a little letter, like you did for Santa. Send them a little letter of alliance ?
Gotcha. And you see him sort of take a small slip of paper out of his like he has a little pouch, a small slip of paper pops out, and he takes it with one sort of like bear glove and stuffs it in his mouth. Jeffrey, you're up again! You see a little fly come out of his mouth and sort of start like jotting something down as the page floats in the air. It's like, go, go, go! Uh, and some other flies come out to sort of drag the paper with, Jeffrey writing on it. And that gets sent to the egg team.
Absolutely. You watch the fly start to float over as Jack is sort of cheering the crowd on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get started with our first event. Those of you who've tuned in before, you absolutely know what is coming up. It's our very first, our one and only traditional snowman building competition. For our teams who may not have competed before, here's how it works. You have to spend your efforts using this snow, and he snaps his fingers and a large pile of snow appears in front of all of you, kind of rises up out of the ice. All the other 4 teams get one as well. You must turn this pile of snow into a monstrous snow creature. And he makes sort of like a roaring motion like Alex from Madagascar. The crowd laughs. Once you've built your creature within an amount of time really has no meaning here, but once the timer is up, whatever your snow creature is will come to life, and it will be randomly selected to fight one of the other teams. Whichever team builds the fiercest creature and defeats the creature sent towards them will get 500 points. Second place gets 400, third gets 300, fourth gets 200, and fifth gets 100 for playing. But before we get started, let's take a look at the scoreboard. And you see the team names flash up and scorecards flash on them as well. Ooh, unfortunately, before we start, it looks like one of our teams is starting at a disadvantage. And you watch as the scorecard changes, the sort of ice TV screen. These scores are erased, and up there is footage of Cal as he is running in and kicking over the plate of cookies and milk in Santa's cottage not moments before. You can hear the audience booing. Looks like someone's not one for the Christmas spirit. Unfortunately, for such a flagrant display, we're going to have to dock 100 points. And you watch as every other team scores at 0, and the 5 of you are starting at negative 100.
You just see Thena turn to Cal and go, really? I let you go behind me one time, and you can't resist.
I'm having a day. Can we talk about this later?
It's okay, Cal. We didn't know. What's milk and cookies matter anyway? They didn't tell us the rules.
100 points, apparently.
Apparently 100 points. All these other people want to defeat Santa anyway. I'm sure they've done things, and unfortunately you just got caught. So, don't worry about it, friend.
I thought I was the one on
the naughty list.
The naughty
I
list.
hear Ray speak, and I'm like, Ray, darling, please come here. And I like put my arms around you. It's just like, listen, crazy thought. But if you see any fairies around here, can you please burn them?
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Thank you. I'll go back to the group.
Absolutely. So, the way that this is...
See, Beelzebub kind of, flops his bear glove on Cal's shoulder. Don't worry, I get it. I like my food on the floor a little bit better, too.
That was actually more accurate than I think you realize.
So, gameplay-wise, here's how this is going to work. As you can all see, in Roll20, you are staring at a blank white screen. You should all have access to the drawing tool. You can elect your group artist. You can all try to draw together. I've got an indeterminate timer on my phone. I know how long it is, you don't. Your job is to create the most fearsome snow creature to send against one of the other groups. Once you're done, we will randomly select one of the other team's snow creatures, which I have, and you will fight it. And then we will see whether or not you're good enough to get first place. Do you understand the rules?
Yeah,
Who
absolutely.
here's good at art?
Not me.
I feel like that question is no one since we all
Fantastic.
Thena has
This
sent the
is
we've
message.
been struggling with an artist. So I think we've been.
Thena has sent the
Perfect.
message, Angry Chicken Snowman. The discussion has started, which means your timer has started. Get drawing.
Okay,
Got
Angry Chicken
it.
Snowman. Any other specifics?
I
Uh,
like
be able
the
to
idea of
fight something else.
flying.
Okay, how
It
about
needs to be able to do something besides beak attack. It needs to like.
a
I feel like.
cockatrice?
It
Well,
needs
okay,
armor.
so-
It needs claws.
it needs some sort of propulsion snow ball
How about-
sort of
I'm
thing.
just gonna
How
I'm just
about
gonna start.
dragon snowman.
Of course, a chicken dragon snowman. Why didn't I think of that?
Chicken dragons.
Hey, if we have the imagination, we can do anything.
Oh, it's a
It's like
turkey.
a turkey.
Honestly, this is not bad. This is going
Any-
quite well.
That looks
Anyone
pretty
ever-
good.
Pretty good one.
Cal, you're unironically a pretty good artist. That's a very nice looking chicken, turkey, rooster, whatever you want to call it.
Okay,
Bird.
basic bird. Got it so far.
No, I think we need a body of like a dragon. Make it body dragon.
So we want a
How to
Chimera version of a chicken dragon.
Yeah,
Sort of thing.
yeah.
There we
You
go.
ever done art
You-
commissions
Scorpion
before?
tail.
Can you make him really tall and super muscular? And can you give him 2 guns in either hand?
Give him koala ears.
I gave him too big of a head for this dragon body thing now.
We'll see how that plays in when he comes to life.
You just see
think that's
freaking
fine.
Beelzebub making a lot of snow flies with his paws very clumsily.
We only get one creature. Don't be doing that.
No, I'm gonna stack it on. It's fine.
If that's what you want to spend your time doing, you absolutely can do that, yeah.
You said just what? It's just supposed to be a snow creature, right? Are we allowed to have it hold a weapon?
Yeah, anything you want. You're making a
Anything you
snowman,
want.
basically. Anything that you
Okay,
can
cool.
position and like help build is sort of what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, I feel like we can stab like a stick in its hand or something, or I don't know.
I'll do you one better, King.
All right.
Cal's looked into modern warfare a little bit. How about some Gatling guns on each shoulder?
This is coming out amazing.
For
Just
our
like,
audio
love it.
only, for
We'll
our
have a big
audio,
old armor plate there.
There you go.
I'm
how
really
about-
excited.
On the tip of the tail, a big old axe head.
This is a good time to remind our audio
Yeah.
audience that we have a YouTube channel. So if you want to see what this looks like, you should head over there.
Yep, you should. All right, what else do we need? Oh, yeah, hang on.
This
Thinking
image,
like dragon breath.
This
Yeah, yeah,
image
yeah.
is so
Fire.
hard.
It breathes devil fire.
This is maybe the hardest image I've seen in my entire life.
And if you look, it's angry, so, you know, yeah. And a bunch of flies. A bunch of flies that eject from the back.
The wings?
Sort of
The
like,
wings.
It's the scales. The
There's
flies are the scales.
all over the
Yeah.
wings. It's the scales.
No, the flies
It's gonna
come
be-
out. They're like the what do you call them? The countermeasures for when you're flying and someone fires a missile at you, and you know it's yeah.
This guy gets
Okay,
it.
okay.
They're flares. I
Yeah.
can't remember what those are called.
I forget. I'm gonna add like some more armor plating on some of its more exposed bits here and there, but we're not gonna like put too much on the arms or anything like that. We want to make sure it can you know move and
Well,
make
it
sure
shouldn't be
that it's
fire. It might melt the snow itself. We should make sure it's ice.
What
It
is
should be-
ice gonna help whenever it's fighting another ice creature?
This is true. Well, if it's breathing fire, it might melt itself. We need something in the middle.
Okay, we're kind of. What's in the
Well,
middle?
but it's magical.
Magic.
Maybe it won't.
Hang on.
Magic
Frosty did real
breath.
well in the
Fire
sun.
and ice.
How do I erase on this?
If it's
Undo.
icicles, if it's like shooting icicles, like sharp,
You can also.
sharp
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You can also click.
daggers. If it's like, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't know
Someone
why I
tell me
said
how
go
to
ahead.
erase, because we're on a timer.
Click on the. I'll pause it for this part. It's click on the specific like part of the drawing, and you can hit delete from there.
Okay.
Since these are all individual things, so that. should
Oh, okay,
go.
awesome. All
Yeah.
right, continue.
Yep. Timer back on.
Okay. Dagger ice shards. That's what.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Inside of its throat is a big old like plastic tube connected to a pump and a reservoir that will exit out the mouth so that nothing is actually touching it, and it's going to fire salt,
Ooh.
rock salt.
Love that.
That's an idea.
Of course. And you pull out of your bag the, air compressor and rock salt that you always have with you.
Hey, we've got tools. We've got tools on us.
I kid. I jest.
I hope we're sponsored by Santa and he can equip us with.
As
Thena
you,
did pack some rock
Okay,
salt.
anything
We're
else? Do
good.
you need anything else?
as you say that, you hear Jack kind of chime in. Just a reminder, everyone, today's Yule Brawl is sponsored by Amazon. The Amazon rainforest. Always nice to have Mother Nature visit. Thank you.
I don't
Anything else?
know.
Any last minute thoughts?
Personally, I would love a sword in its hand, in one of its claws.
What a
As
test or
Smog would
micromanage holding a
attest,
sword?
as Smog would attest, my claws are swords.
Yeah, just give it
Have you
extra
carried
sharp
cow?
claws.
That's true. That's true.
Catch.
Okay, you know what? Oh wait, that's wrong. Hang on.
But then we have reach. Well, I guess we have our tail. That's reach. That's perfectly fine.
Here we go.
I feel like you don't see a lot of
Wolverine
dragons.
claws. Wolverine, it's got regular claws, and then it's got Wolverine claws.
God,
What are
dog
you-
is fucking known to mankind.
God. You guys are the coolest 12-year-olds I've ever met.
You bet your ass. All right, anything else?
I don't know. Should we do like something Christmassy? I don't know.
Okay.
What is that?
We're gonna
Maybe,
it's
like-
gonna have a little collar, and right at the bottom of it, here's some mistletoe.
There we go.
Wait,
Yes,
isn't
draws
mistletoe like
them in to
poisonous
get
too?
eaten.
I feel like that's a good thing. What mistletoe?
I don't know, but someone's gonna have to get their head right there, and right in front of the Gatling guns if they want to use it.
Who is going to want to use it?
Probably
man,
the
you
team
never
with the
know.
succubus.
I know some sluts on the other side.
Can
Ooh,
we
could
do
it
a
be
little
like
bit of
really
armor around
bright?
his head, like eyes area?
Sorry, say again.
Can we put a little armor around his head area, just a little bit, just to protect his noggin?
All right, we're gonna give him some big old goggles.
Yeah, can his eyes be like like
He
like
okay.
the
We're just gonna say
Christmas
he's wearing a.
lights?
It's a luchador
So it's, like,
mask,
very
and here's
bright?
some Christmas lights on it.
Because I'm thinking like blind our enemies with like Christmas.
Yeah.
As the four of you have been building this, Beelzebub has been doing nothing but making flies.
All he's about. These
It's
flies are
helping.
gonna come in so much handy.
Look, maybe all of the flies can carry little individual lights, so that like when
Oh,
the wings
that's a-
open up, it's just like a blinder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
I want to get this as a tattoo.
Yeah, you do.
This is so good.
I love it.
What's his name?
Lie
Vengeance.
Brigade's dragon.
Chick drag. Chicka drag. Chickadee.
Dragakin.
It's not intimidating enough.
Dragakin.
Shit,
The 10-piece special.
Dragakin is incredible. Yes.
I'm more of a fan of the 10-piece special, but okay.
Yeah, Beelzebub is going to kind of look and see what everybody else on the side is doing, see if he can like scout out the competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good idea. Good idea.
So you can see that over in the Winter Court side, Mab's team, They are seemingly chanting together, and the snow and ice is forming in the form of almost like a medieval knight, kind of like a duelist. Sword and shield in hand. They seem to be focusing on kind of refining it. It's all edges. It's all very, very sharp. Over on Krampus's side, his team seems to have gone with a fairly simple kind of snow devil, large bat wings, horns. You can see that they are going more of snow, and they are currently in the midst of trying to get it to breathe fire without melting the front of it, to limited success.
I just realized it's not fighting another snow creature, it's just fighting whoever's on the other side. We could have kept the fire, probably.
No.
You know what? It's going to make wounds, and then it's going to spit salt in them.
Hell yeah.
I'd be more concerned
No,
about
I
this
think
thing
it's
trying
battling
to...
the other things. I think
No,
it's battling the other.
No, it's battling the other
Oh.
teams.
Oh,
You're going to be
okay,
fighting
okay.
one of these snow creatures. You can see on Ithaqua's team, they seem to be just be making one of those, basically a effigy of Ithaqua, large bestial creature made of snow, kind of claws. Almost looks a bit similar to the snow devil, but the deer antlers and lack of wings kind of set it apart. And it's possible that the Easter Bunny's team did not understand the assignment, as they have made a very, very just like life-sized snow rabbit, like the size of a normal rabbit, maybe a little bit bigger. You're not really sure what's going on over there.
I just wanted, because I think you were going to try to mess with me on that. The miniguns have a belt feed on them.
Okay, absolutely. You thought I was going to make it.
It's like, oh yeah, you made a gun, but it didn't have any bullets.
That'd be amazing.
I can't describe how wounded I am that you think I would try to gotcha you on that. I am so hurt, and time is up. But I am just absolutely wounded that you would do something, that you would think I would do something like that. I only
this
want
thing's going to wound something.
I only want you all to fail. I don't want to make it fail unfairly. Your decisions are more than capable enough of leading you all to your deaths. Now, as you have been constructing this creature, as we all know, no great plan, as lovely as this drawing is, and I am going to, there will be bonuses for how nice this drawing is, but please rank between the miniguns, the armor plating, the rock salt, the claws, and the flies on the wing, which is most important.
Beelzebub
Okay.
would 100% say the flies.
It's a group vote.
Group vote.
You know his vote is
All right.
all, you know.
Can we get the list one more time? What is it? Guns?
So basically all the weapons. You've got the armor plating, the guns, the claws, the rock salt cannon, and the flies. Because the tail is sort of just part of the body. It's kind of included with the armor and whatnot. You've got 5 weapons. I'll number them for you. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, and 5 for the armor plating, because it's just all the armor plating's included together.
I was going to throw out there. This thing can fly. I don't know how many people on the other team can fly. So if he just stays out of range and just rains down minigun fire the whole time, we'll probably win. But it's the
I would
guns
concur.
are the priority.
I would concur. I think that's a splendid idea, and I will second that.
I suppose. And the flies will do their job as well, you know.
Of course. And the M134 miniguns will provide 6,000 rounds per minute.
Great cover for the flies.
Just to be clear, they're firing 100 rounds a second.
Yeah, absolutely. I played Call of Duty. I know. I've seen an AC-130. Okay, so can we get the final ranking in chat so that I know what your definitive final ranking is of most to least important?
Okay, so I would say weapons are first.
So the miniguns specifically.
Yes, whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
The rounds are.
The Cal, will you please describe those guns again?
The M134 minigun.
Got it. The M134 minigun is the most important. And then what
I
is
would probably
second?
say armor after that. If we got to get in close, we're going to want this thing to last as long as it can.
Yeah.
All right. Third, is it claws?
Yeah. I think so.
Probably,
And then rock salt cannon, and then flies. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
Watch
would have
the
put
flies
flies.
be the real most important part.
I would have put flies number 1 myself. I would have put flies at number 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Beelzebub would agree.
All right. Now, so in order to construct this. You've obviously designed it. You're starting to work on it. I'm going to need a few checks from all of you. Very likely for something like the M160 miniguns.
134.
134. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought 60. Those
That's a grenade
are...
launcher. Oh, we should have got a grenade launcher.
They
Time is
launcher
up,
would have been
unfortunately.
smart.
I am going to need a little bit of I think a use magical, unless someone has another skill they'd like to try to argue in place of it.
Actually, an M60 is also a machine gun. It's just not as... You know what? Never mind. Don't worry about me.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to need a use magic roll, and we can get the help out action as well as necessary. But I will need a use magic roll to make the guns work, and then we will go from there.
Does anyone want to help me out? Who's got the highest pool?
Well, it's weird, right? Isn't weird?
Well, weird is the
Yes.
magic, but help out is cool.
Help out is plus cools. Some people
I have a
one cool.
decent pool. I have 2.
Oh, then go for it.
Help me, Arthur.
I will help. I will help you.
Alright, so I roll the magic first, or they roll the help out first?
You roll the magic first.
Okay. Here we go.
Big rolls, no whammies. Big rolls, no whammies.
Hey! I got a
Damn.
14.
Felt inspiration.
I got a 14 with 2d6s.
As you are sort of chanting and helping to shape the snow, you watch as the barrels begin to spin sort of perfectly at the speed you want for your minigun.
Are your eyes glowing in so much harmony with another weapon? You're like, this is my creation.
I'm going to need 2 more use magic
my
rolls.
X's.
One of them I'm going to need for the rock salt cannon, and then I will specifically need a roll from Beelzebub for the flies.
Gotcha.
Okay, am I doing all of these, or are other people doing them?
You can do the rock salt cannon if you want, or you can let someone else. The result may depend on if you do it versus if someone else does it.
What about Steph? Steph, do you have a decent weird? Do you want to try doing this?
I would think. Yeah.
Yeah, rock salt cannon.
You mean Ray?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. I have 2 weird.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good.
If you want to.
Yeah, go for it.
What am I rolling?
The use magic.
Use magic.
Use
Oh, no, wait, I'm so...
magic.
No, wait, I'm so sorry. Ray does not have access to use magic because Ray is a pyrokinetic.
Ah.
As we-
You're going to be really, really important whenever an ice creature comes at us.
I have
Like, your front line, man. I think that's going to be the thing.
I have use magic here though.
I thought use magic was a standard move.
It's the standard one, but you can replace it with the alternate weird move for which Ray has done with the pyrokinetic, as we had discussed
So then
in the pregame.
But we can count this, right?
Like this one counts, right?
This one counts, right? The 13?
Just this round.
I don't know, man. I don't. Maybe. I got. No, I don't think so. I'm sorry. No, I thought about it, but no, I don't think so.
Thena, do you have weird?
I have 2 on my weird.
Oh, but you can use magic?
The fact that I have warding prevent me from
That
being
means
able to do
that means you cannot. Now, if you'd like to, you can apply your warding to the armor.
Yeah,
like
that'd
to
be
do
good.
that.
Yeah.
That I'll do.
That works.
Please go ahead and give me a warding roll. Steph, I will let you roll pyrokinesis, but if you do so, you will be converting one weapon from ice to fire. So if you do it on the rock salt cannon, it will no longer be firing rock salt.
is that what
This
And I
hot,
want?
flamey salt.
I mean,
Only.
can we add
I feel
armor
like
plating
it's
to
so
the inside
hard.
of the mouth so it doesn't melt?
Not with that warding roll, you can't.
Son of a
Balls.
gun.
My God.
Would you like to use a luck point, Thena, or would you like to simply take the experience?
You know what? Screw it. Yes, I'll use a luck point for this. I don't want our chicken dragon to die.
Absolutely. A luck point is an automatic success. Go ahead and describe what your warding looks like as you are sort of getting this armor plating ready.
So you just see Thena kind of rubbing her hands together, and then she just kind of goes up to the chicken dragonkin. She just kind of lays her hand on him, and you see just like a little bit of glowing, and it just kind of slowly covers the area we intend to cover. So the chest along the back, the spine, and covering, his face.
And you get several sort of protection effects. Do you want to give this snow creature +1 against its opponents? Do you want to give it make it uncomfortable to a specific kind of supernatural entity, or would you like to try to suppress your opponent's powers?
So, with suppression, that doesn't keep them from being able to attack just any sort of. Is that just like against magical attack or?
Possibly. So it's going to disrupt a supernatural effect. So if they try to throw a fireball at it, it might splash right off of it, basically.
I think that I'll go with that. Let's do the suppression one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then, Ray, did you want to try to make a pyrokinesis roll?
So that's what I was asking. Like, is that something that the group wants? This thing to be shooting fire out of its mouth?
And we count the beak as armored?
Yes, you can. It's counted as warded. You do not draw armor on it unless the beak itself is made of.
I mean, it looks like armor at this point.
How
How can we have a chicken try to peck something without an armored beak?
Got an armor vibe.
We do know that this is metal. That the cannon coming out is a metal.
The Christmas season. It is the Christmas season, so I will allow it.
Yeah, give it a flamethrower.
Go ahead, Ray.
I'm just realizing I drew a Digimon.
Hey, success.
Yeah.
Digimon.
An awesome Digimon.
You are pouring your power, the fire of the Mexican building, just pouring it down the gullet of this chicken. It's kind of an odd sight as you're sort of breathing into the cannon to light the fire within this to get it ready to spew that fire back out. It's like you're kissing the chicken a little bit. What can you do? Last but not least, then, we need our magic roll from the one and only Beelzebub.
All right, Beelzebub. Here we go.
We'll help out this roll.
Mixed
All right.
success.
I think if will help out do anything in this scenario?
So a help out will only improve it to a plus to a 9, which is not enough to get over. It is the same thing.
Okay.
All right, so Beelzebub, on a mixed success, which is an 8, you get to select your effect, which will be getting the fly sort of ready, and then you get to pick a glitch. What glitch would you like to happen?
Or you could use a luck to succeed, and we don't have to think about the glitch.
So you cannot select the luck because he did succeed. He did succeed.
Yeah.
Luck points are only available when you fail a roll. I should also mention we are playing with slightly altered rules from the base game. Due to the nature of this being sort of a holiday one-shot, instead of the usual 7 luck points, our players only have 4 each. And in terms of experience, instead of the usual 5 to improve and level up, the players only need 3 to level up. Sorry, please continue. What would you like your glitch to be, Beelzebub?
I would say the effect is of short duration. Flies get in and they get out.
Okay, absolutely. You put the finishing touches as you finish molding your flies onto the wings. As Jack kind of claps his hands, the audience falls silent. It's just been mostly chattering this whole time. All right, everyone. It's time to get started. And he snaps his fingers, and over top of each of the snowmen, a large black top hat appears, resting on top of each of their heads. And you watch as around the arena, each of the creatures springs to life. The snow devil, roaring fire bursting out of its throat and seemingly melting a little bit of itself off. You watch as the bestial Ithaquin creature is sort of clawing at the ground. The duelist is spinning its sword around the night, banging it against it, and the small snow rabbit is just sort of scurrying around on the ground in front of the bunnies team. All right, everyone, let's figure out our pairings.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Christmas Clash on the Broken Dice Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it and will come back next week as we continue the adventures of our holiday heroes. Feel free to listen every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Spotify, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe on our social media pages, links in the description below. Happy holidays!